Hello food lovers! Today we're diving into the rich and aromatic world of Mutton Mandi, a dish that hails from the heart of Yemen. This isn't just any rice and meat dish, it's a celebration of slow cooking, fragrant spices, and melt-in-your-mouth tender mutton. Imagine diving into a plate of fluffy, flavorful rice, studded with succulent pieces of mutton, all infused with a delicate smoky aroma. That's Mutton Mandi, and trust me, once you try it, you'll be hooked. The beauty of Mandi lies in its simplicity. It's all about letting the ingredients shine. We use a handful of aromatic spices to marinate the mutton, allowing the flavors to penetrate deep into the meat. Then we slow cook it to perfection, resulting in incredibly tender and flavorful mutton. The rice is cooked separately in the mutton broth, absorbing all those wonderful flavors. Finally, we infuse the dish with a hint of smokiness, adding another layer of complexity to this already amazing dish. Get ready to impress your family and friends with this exotic and delicious meal. I promise making Mutton Mandi is easier than you think, and the result is truly rewarding. So, put on your aprons and let's get cooking. Before we start cooking, let's gather our ingredients. This is like preparing our artist's palette, ready to create a masterpiece of flavor. For the mutton, we'll need good quality cuts, like leg or shoulder. About 2 pounds should do. We're looking for tenderness and flavor here. Next up, our spice mix, the heart of the Mandi flavor. We'll use a mix of cardamom pods, cloves, black peppercorns, cinnamon sticks, and bay leaves. These spices add warmth and depth to the dish. We'll also need onions, garlic, and ginger for that aromatic base. Tomatoes add a touch of sweetness and acidity. For the rice, we'll use long-grain Basmati rice, known for its fluffy texture and ability to absorb flavors beautifully. Finally, we'll need some ghee or oil for cooking, and a few more simple ingredients like salt, yogurt, and lemon juice to enhance the flavors. Don't worry if you don't have all the spices on hand. You can easily find pre-mixed Mandi spice blends in most supermarkets. Now that we have all our ingredients prepped and ready, let's move on to the fun part, marinating the mutton. Marination is key to a flavorful and tender Mandi. We're going to give our mutton a good massage with a blend of yogurt, spices, and aromatics. This step not only infuses the meat with flavor, but also helps to tenderize it, ensuring it's melt-in-your-mouth delicious. First, in a large bowl, mix together the yogurt, ginger garlic paste, and ground spices. Then add the mutton pieces, making sure they're well coated in the marinade. Now here's a little trick. Use your hands to really work the marinade into the meat, ensuring every nook and cranny is covered. Cover the bowl and let the mutton marinate in the fridge for at least 4 hours, or even better, overnight. This will allow the flavors to penetrate deep into the meat, resulting in a more flavorful and tender Mandi. Trust me, the longer you marinate, the better the flavor. Now for the star of the show, cooking the mutton. Traditionally, Mandi is cooked in a special underground oven, but don't worry, we can achieve fantastic results at home using a simple pot or a pressure cooker. Heat some ghee or oil in a large pot over medium heat. Add the sliced onions and cook until they turn a lovely golden brown. Now, add the marinated mutton along with any remaining marinade to the pot. Give everything a good stir, ensuring the mutton is nicely browned on all sides. Next, pour in enough water to cover the mutton, bring it to a boil, then reduce the heat to low, cover the pot tightly, and let it simmer for about 2 to 3 hours, or until the mutton is incredibly tender. If you're using a pressure cooker, you can reduce the cooking time to about 45 minutes to an hour. Remember, slow and steady wins the race when it comes to cooking mutton to perfection. While the mutton is simmering away, let's prepare our fragrant basmati rice. Wash the rice under cold water until the water runs clear. This removes excess starch and helps achieve fluffy grains. Now soak the rice in fresh water for about 30 minutes. This helps the grains to cook evenly. In a separate pot, heat some ghee or oil. Add a few whole spices like cardamom pods, cloves, and bay leaves. Let them sizzle for a few seconds to release their aroma. Now, add the drained rice to the pot and sauté for a minute, coating the grains with the spiced ghee. Carefully pour in the reserved mutton broth from the other pot. Add salt to taste. Bring the mixture to a boil, then reduce the heat to low. Cover the pot tightly, and let the rice simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until all the liquid is absorbed and the rice is cooked to perfection. Here's the secret to that irresistible smoky flavor in mandi. It's all about the charcoal. This step is optional, but I highly recommend it for an authentic touch. Heat a small piece of charcoal over an open flame until it's red hot. While the charcoal is heating up, melt a tablespoon of ghee in a small heat-proof bowl. Carefully place the hot charcoal in the bowl of melted ghee. It will sizzle and smoke. That's what we want. Immediately place the bowl of smoking charcoal inside the pot of cooked rice. Cover the pot tightly, and let it sit for about 10 minutes. This will infuse the rice with a wonderful smoky aroma. Our mutton mandi is ready. Now let's talk presentation. Remember, we eat with our eyes first. Start by spreading a generous layer of the fragrant rice on a large serving platter. Remove the mutton pieces from the pot and arrange them on top of the rice. Garnish the mandi with fried onions, toasted almonds, and a sprinkle of chopped fresh coriander leaves. You can also add a few wedges of lemon on the side for an extra zing. Mutton mandi is traditionally served on a large platter, meant to be shared and enjoyed with family and friends. It's a communal dish that brings people together. To complete the mandi experience, serve it with a side of refreshing yogurt raita. You can also offer some spicy tomato salsa or a simple green salad to cut through the richness of the dish. Some other delicious accompaniments include dates, which add a touch of sweetness, and a simple lentil soup, which offers a contrasting texture and flavor. So, there you have it. A complete guide to making authentic mutton mandi in the comfort of your own home. Enjoy the exotic flavors and aromas of Yemen with this truly special dish.